Hey, look, gravitation. Cannabis got to be from up north or it's from Jamaica. No confirmation, then it's no participation. Never see it in rotation in my conversation. No need for confrontation. This is my observation. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Shout out DrinkChamps. Right here, you already know I've been rocking with Cash Money. You feel me? Well, if you don't know, I've been rocking with Cash Money. Me and my whole regents, my whole clique. You feel me? That's we born. You feel me? That's what we first introduction besides our West Coast. You feel me? When it comes to hip hop, it's all Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Dub. You feel me? Well, formerly known as Dub. He go by Quincy White, but he had a bar on there where he said on the song with, was it Cali? I think it was called Cali Niggas, but in 2007, it was with Gang K that was on that song too. But he said, cats around the hood screaming woadies, but we is not soldiers. You feel me? And he basically was saying, like, bro, we was on that Cash Money tip. You feel me? Out here in Los Angeles, everybody, whoa they with the, you feel me, with the fatigue flannels, with the camouflage pants, all that, bro. Like we was on that. But anyways, while we was out here rapping, we was rapping. But my boy B Jizzle, he made it to the show, and he about to break down the segment. I ain't seen it yet. You feel me? BG explains why Birdman forgave his diss track and how tragedy brought them back together. So we about to tune in. You feel me? I'm pretty sure y'all know the history. If y'all don't know the history, about to find out as far as why they had their differences. But get your smokes, get your drinks, get your eats. You feel me? And let's go ahead and do what we got to do.
I want to ask you about this, but I'm going to ask you about this later.
Okay.
You made a diss record towards Cash Money.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I ever in my life seen a person make a diss record and get a pass for it. That nigga was like, the nigga got a right. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, man, listen.
I've never heard no response. I've never heard. No, I'm dead serious.
Because when you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong, man. Right. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, man, like I say, man, man, bro, the bros know, like, man, just would be tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like they know, you know what I'm saying? Like when I get in my feelings, I spaz out. You know what I mean?
Because I believe Turk was on here and you was like, man, tell Turk shut the fuck up. You just told Turk to shut up, and then just told everybody shut up too at the same time. And I'm like, I've never seen that before.
Sound like family talk though.
No, but you know what? That's family. That's family.
Everything ain't for everybody.
So, but what is it? You had to get that off your chest?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I did. Absolutely. I had to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? And, niggas understand it. Like, we done talked about it and, it's all
we had a whole meeting about it. We was like, this nigga BG is crazy.
Hey, like real quick, now I get what 50 Cent was saying, bro. Like, I totally understand what 50 Cent was like, bro, with the whole Birdman and the Wayne situation. And he was like, bro, they family. So everybody that was chiming in, when it was cracking back in the days, people that was chiming in with the whole Birdman, Birdman need to pay Wayne and, that, like he a slave, bro. Y'all don't know what's going on, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what's going on. Some DJ head taught me to listen to the interviews, bro. Where we mess up at, and I'm just saying, just people, just individuals, bro. If you don't know the music game, if you don't know the business, bro, having that conversation is just like, it's like talking to a wall. Real talk. Only reason you basing your opinion on, which is we all do, don't get me wrong, but it's the difference when somebody's actually in the business and they can tell you about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a such thing as mishaps. At the same time, it is a such thing as taking advantage. Both can be true. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when 50 just came out and was like, bro, stay out of that. Because once you start picking sides, then months later, years later, whatever, days out, whatever, you're going to realize like, oh, look like a J-Cat. I'm just being all the way real. So for him to say that, like, yeah, that's family biz right there. Leave it at that.
I shit on everybody and they cool with it. I said, this I'm just serious. I'm like, and I know Birdman. I know him.
Man, Birdman raised me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That. Like, that's like a father figure to me. You know what I'm saying? Him and Slim, You know what I mean? I got the utmost love for him, the utmost, respect for him. Like, it's gonna always be like that. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes, like, shit, you know what I mean? And, we laugh about it, we joke about it, but
on a private plane,
facts, you know what I'm saying?
You're not joking about it in private plane land.
Man, listen, even after that, I'm gonna be like, bitch, look, bitch, you know you're down bad, bitch. Like, come on, man, come on now, don't do me that. It's me.
Man, I cannot stand that B word, bro. I love Cash Money, and I love it. And no, that's probably why. Well, I have been to New Orleans before. You feel me? But yeah, I wasn't like in the trenches though. You feel me? I think I was like downtown. We did hit Bourbon Street, but wasn't nobody talking like that. But that B word, oh yeah, I wouldn't last in the South, bro. I know, hell no, bro. I just don't. I don't see that. Like, man. In the back of Fig, you feel me? They talk like that too. But I mean, hey, how you grew up is how you grew up. But man, that's automatic, Fade. Like, man, let's keep rocking though. Like that B word be like,
You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, man, it's deeper than rap, man. You know what I mean? It's deeper than rap, man. And the love and respect, you know what I'm saying? Gonna always be there, you know what I'm saying? But, in the booth and in the studio, you know what I mean? When you just getting them emotions out and just getting them feelings out and just, speaking from the heart, like, shit just come out, you know what I mean? And, I just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit just come out, man. And but at the end of the day, man, I'm always be, I live and breathe, you know what I'm saying, for Chopper City, man. But, Cash Money gonna always be my home, man.
I love that. I mean? I love that. But do you realize, like, when it comes to the real nigga category, and I don't even want to use the word nigga, right? But real, it's Tupac, DMX, and then it's BG.
Oh man, that's a hell of a lineup. You heard me? Nah, that's love.
Myself in there.
Hey, nah.
But what I'm saying is, do you realize that? You realize, like, I let me tell you something. I love you, man. I love who you represent. I love who you are, and
man, by Nori just breaking that down real quick got me thinking about like what Mozzie said. One of his big homies told him, and it's so true, bro. When you that real African title, right? You feel me? And when I'm saying Africa, I'm just not African. I'm just saying, you feel me? The real ninja title. Let's just say that the real ninja title, to really hold that and to live by that aspect, and not saying that you shouldn't do that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to deter people from not, being that way. But when you live up to those expectations and you execute and you do what you got to do, all you do is take losses all day. Real talk. If you really think about it, all you do is take losses, because when somebody get at you the wrong way, you feel me? You can't handle it how can I say it? Like, if you a real one, right? And this is just my own assumption, because he didn't even explain it. I'm talking about Mozzie, but if you take a loss in the street, right, with certain individuals that you really love, you feel me? A real one gonna, hey, you feel me? You got that. Like, I'm not about to down you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, DMX had a quote one time when he was like, he said that other niggas will put a slug through you over your ends. Cats I mess with a hill, but hey, those are your friends. Like, meaning, bro, just because you steal from an individual, if I love you, I'm just gonna cut you off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock you down, but I'm just gonna cut you off. That's just one, you feel me? Just one instant. Like, y'all let me know in the comment below, you feel me? If y'all opinion on that, but that's how I look at it. Like, you constantly take L's. If something else happened, you feel me? You can't go to the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say something gets stolen out of you feel me? You got to go handle it. That's what I mean. Like, you constantly, taking losses. Something happened, you get burned for a pack in the streets. Once again, you feel me? Like, damn, that's another loss. You can't. Let me know though. You feel me? Let's keep going.
It was a blessing for me to just go and reiterate your category, and I just kept looking.
Oh, that's my fault. And that's another thing. Getting burned for a pack in the streets, or you go down for a crime. You feel me? You go down for something. You ain't had nothing to do with that, bro. You got to sit it down. You hear what I'm saying? What's that doing? You missing out on your children. You missing out. Like, you feel me? You constantly, if you, I don't know. Hopefully, y'all get what I'm saying. I know I probably ain't articulated right, but yeah, you when you that real like you holding it, you always gonna take losses. That's basically what I'm saying. To hold up to that style, I'm a real one. I'm a real one. Yeah, all real ones do is take losses off.
And I was just like, damn. I just kept telling my son. My son is right there. He's my son.
Yeah,
he's right there. He's right here.
PG,
and I just kept telling him, I was like, yo, man. I kind of don't admire any other rappers.
Nah.
But I admire you.
Man, come on, bro. Don't do me that.
No, yeah.
That's it.
That's the reason why Birdman's telling you, yo, I'm gonna call you because I told Birdman this. I said, yo, man, when y'all was at the outs, I never had an opinion.
Right.
I feel like y'all should make it right.
Nah, big facts.
And Slim, I told it to Slim.
And he knew, like, back then, like, you know, I was like, you know, just a young, you know, rebellious, you know, child, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why he never answered me or never, you know, responded, you know what I mean? Because, bro, the history is just so deep, bro. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from, you know, and I don't even...
Niggas didn't pay the light bill? What happened?
But, you know what I mean? Like, when my...
Turn the lights back
like, I'm talking about, you know, when my mama house was a stash house, you know what I mean? You know, back in the 80s, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we go way back, you know what I mean? So, you know, the like, I guess he just looked at it like, man, that's my just young, wild, reckless, rebellious child, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even much going, you heard me? I'm just let him vent, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna answer.
And that's an example of what I mean, like, as far as like, hey, I take that on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, Birdman and answer back. You feel me? Like you can have that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you going through something right now, bro. I'm not tripping not to go get the bangers. You feel me? In this whole situation, or you feel me? Start a problem. And some people will look at it like, oh, nigga, you don't want to respond. But no, if you really know a character, you feel me? Especially Birdman, if you really know Stunner's character or any individual, not him, you know, like not so much a spare, but it's just like that's what I mean by a real like. I'll let you get that, bro. I'll take that on the chin. Don't trip. You feel me? I'll take that on the chin because I'm here. I'm a real one. You feel me? I really rock with you. I know you're going through something right now.
You heard me? You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, as a person, like I just told you, Trash put me on. Trash is like my Birdman, right? And it was a certain point where Trash did something where I was just like, man, I can't forgive this. And I made a diss record after he made a diss record, right?
Right.
I regret it. This is me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you should regret it. But what was a breaking point where you felt like, damn? Was it when you was in jail or was it when you came home?
What far as what?
Like as far as like, damn, man, let me say something. Let me get this off my chest. Like how we speaking earlier.
You mean like just...
That was before he went in.
Yeah, that was way before I was there. You know, in 2011.
Yeah, because I seen that in the documentary.
Yeah, nah, because I left Cash Money, 2002, 2003, you know what I mean? So I ain't go to jail to, you know, 2011, you know what I mean? But I think our first time really, you know, just is when his little sister Tamara died in a car wreck. You know what I'm saying? God bless Tamara, man. You know what I mean? Like, may she rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But I think she died in a car wreck in like 2007. You know what I mean? And you know, me and Myra was like the same age. You know what I mean? Like,
you reached out to him,
and me and Myra grew up together. You know, that was like a sister to me. Like that was my sister. You know what I mean? And you know, just as much as I knew it was hurting him, you know, it was hurting me. And one night. He was on the radio with Q93, you know what I mean, with Wild Wayne, man. Shout out to Wild Wayne. And I heard him on the radio and I called in, you know what I mean? And I called in live, man. And Wild Wayne plugged, you know, both us in on the air together, you know what I mean? And I just let him know, you know, that you know, I love him, you know, I was sorry for his loss, you know, blah, 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 you know, this, that, and the other. And then that's, you know, when we started, you know, just you know, mending, you know, the relationship and just, you know, just really just forgiving each other for everything that had happened. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was the first time that I remember is when Tamara died in a car crash.
Here's your iPhone 13 on a...
Yeah, see, that's dope, bro. Like, you feel me? Like I say, I'm one of them cash, bro. I'm real, you feel me? Real cash money. Real cash. Like the early, like 97, get it how you live, you feel me? Like that Wayne. I wasn't up on the BG story, but you feel me? With Wayne, when he was going by Lil D or Lil Baby, whatever his name was supposed to be, But yeah, bro, I want to hear more of that. But anyways, man, Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong, man. If anybody have even seen the Hot Boys reunion or even attended, you feel me? You watching the video, can y'all let me know below? You feel me? How y'all feel about the concerts, about the reunion? I'm excited. You feel me? I've been seeing like a little clips, but not too many. But I'm just happy that they back together because, like I say, I'm a #1 Cash Money fan, being from the West Coast. But let me know below. Graph.